Hey, what's going on, guys? It is me, Cova, and welcome back to the channel. We are hitting up some more gossip, so it's the past few days build up of gossip. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe for content such as FIFA, PES, and obviously these gossip videos. So we're starting off with Bonucci. He is still getting links to the move to Premier League, even though I'm pretty sure he will stay with Juventus. Chelsea are still constantly getting linked to the move. It's mainly due to Antonio Conte. Obviously, he did manage him. He is a Serie A manager, or previously a Serie A manager, so he does have, that kind of background knowledge. And I'm not surprised he's going for Bonucci. If he does, he is a quality defender, and it's what they should have got instead of David Luiz. Let's be honest, I don't think David Luiz is the type of player that they should have went for. Next up is Branislav Ivanovic, who had pretty much a shocker to the season so far. He got absolutely torn to shreds in a few games. I know against Swansea he didn't have a good game. Against Liverpool he really struggled. And obviously against Arsenal, again, he struggled. So he may leave Stamford Bridge due to these poor performances. A few Serie A clubs such as Inter Milan and stuff like that have been mentioned. They may go in for him. Next up, another Chelsea player is Matic. Again, underperforming really so far. I don't know whether it's just because Chelsea is struggling under a new manager and trying to get used to it. I don't know. But Juventus are ready to try and take this as an opportunity, and they're ready to rekindle their interest in the centre midfielder. Next up is Will Keane. A massive move if this would happen. Chelsea is set to make a £25 million move in January when the transfer window does reopen. It would be absolutely insane for an ex-Man U player, again, to fetch a heavy amount of money. Obviously Pogba, and a few others that have went on to be sold for a lot of money. This time it's Michael Keane from Burnley. So be an interesting one if it go through. Don't know if he's Chelsea quality. You don't know. They're kind of looking at him as he's the next John Terry. Next up is Pasalic. This is a guy who's actually a Chelsea player anyway. However, he's out on loan, and they're looking to kind of bring him back, and be featuring in Blues games for them. He's obviously a talented player. We kind of mentioned him on FIFA a little bit, and he's a beast. He can be a really good player. He just needs that chance. He's not had the chance so far, so it'd be nice to see if he could get a game for them. Next up is Toni Kroos. Both Manchester clubs are willing to battle it out for him. I don't really know where this come from, as to whether he'd leave Real Madrid or not, but they are set to both go in for him and try and prize him away from Real Madrid. Next up is Depay. I think it's safe to say his Man U career has been a nightmare, and AC Milan are set to rescue him from his nightmare in January, which would be a big move. I think Depay just needs a club that will give him the opportunity. I think he's a lot like Balotelli. He looks like he's lazy, but he is seriously talented. I think, he just needs to get his head down and work on it. And I think he needs a fresh start, to be honest. A bit like Zaha. He just needs that new, fresh start. Clearly, wingers, are going to struggle at Man U, by the looks of things. Next up is Carrasco. A bit of a foreign one this time. Barcelona are set to go in for the Atletico man. They see him as a long-term replacement for one of their wingers. It may see Arda Turan go the other way, is what I am hearing, by the way. Arda Turan may be heading back to Atletico with them going in for Carrasco instead. Next up is a guy called Bakayoko. He is currently playing for Monaco, and Arsenal are interested in going for him, is what I'm reading. Southampton and Manchester United. So there's 3 Premier League clubs are all interested in going for this Monaco player. Next up is Dembele. This is the Celtic striker who, Rodgers had one of his genius quotes about recently and said his left toe is worth £15 million. I don't understand him. He said it could be like the next Didier Drogba. Don't know how true that is. I haven't seen that much of him, to be fair. However, Arsenal are keeping tabs on him as a potential option to be their next centre forward. Next up is Berahino. Looks like the drama about him may be actually coming to an end, with West Brom set to offer him a new long-term deal. So he could commit his future to the club after all those times, of rumours going through, potential moves to Tottenham, other clubs. He may actually end up staying at West Brom, which would be crazy. Next up is Oscar, another player who may be leaving the Premier League. AC Milan, again, are targeting another Premier League outcast as such, and they're ready to make a move for him in January. Next up is Loic Remy. It's a bit of a strange one. He is, he's been out on loan at Crystal Palace, went back to Chelsea. However, the news that I'm hearing, it's a bit of an update, is that Crystal Palace may have to wait until December to have Remy back at the club. Next up is Kessie. I don't really know much about this guy. He currently plays for Atlanta, Ivory Coast International, and Arsenal are ready to make a bid. 1996 means he's what? 19, so 19, 20, so he's got potential. Finally, I think this is the last one we end on, Inaki Williams. He is such a huge talent by the looks of things, and both Liverpool and Everton are set to make their move for the Athletic Bilbao player. So, if I can get it up, there we go. They are the players that could potentially make moves. A lot of actually are leaving the Prem by the looks of things potentially, and obviously a few potential big ones coming in. So guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, and I shall see you in the next video.